Yo, it's your boy Boss Enosh. You feel me? Today we're reacting to a story that I seen the other day about this fat plus size model, right? Complaining about her seat not being big enough on a plane. And also saying that obese people should be entitled to free plane rides or some bullshit. Yeah, shut up. You know, what are you talking about? But I didn't make a video about it because I just didn't get to. But we're doing that right now. Piers talked about it, and we just want to react to what he was saying and see what we're going to see about the story, bro. We're going to dive into it. All right, let's go.
Well, good evening from London. Welcome to Piers Morgan Uncensored. Welcome to our lovely new studio here at the News UK mothership in London Bridge. We've left Ealing in West London. No tears, no flowers. And we're here, where it all happens. So, what have I missed? I've been in Los Angeles, trying to lie under palm trees with Stormy Daniels. What I missed was this. The age of entitlement was a period of history when the world's biggest brains began to reject superstition for logic and reason. We've now reached the age of entitlement, in which the world's biggest logic period of history when... what I missed was this. The age of entitlement...
Nah, he fucked up. He meant enlightenment. He fucked up.
...was logic to defy logic and behave very unreasonably. Take the children at a prestigious girls' school, part of the Independent Girls' Day School Trust, who staged a placard-waving protest against a teacher who said, "Good afternoon, girls."
What? Female teacher at £20,000 a year girls' school is forced to apologize for saying "good afternoon, girls." Let's keep going.
That teacher was then forced to issue a grovelling apology, according to an interview she gave to the Mail on Sunday the weekend.
Fuck no.
Apparently under threat of disciplinary action, because the girls, who remember are attending a girls' school, objected to being called girls. Well, I guess some of them may want to become boys, in which case they should maybe be at a boys' school. They're not entitled to undermine the authority of the teachers in the school to pursue their own social causes.
Shut up. Ugh.
And take this plus-sized influencer.
No one should have to endure the discomfort, embarrassment, and discrimination that often comes with being a plus-size passenger trying to navigate air travel. By signing this petition, you can help us demand that airlines take concrete steps to make air travel more inclusive and accommodating for all passengers. Whether you're plus-size or not, everybody deserves to be treated with dignity and respect when they fly. Let's work together to make sure that the travel industry serves everyone, not just a select few.
How? By how? What's wrong? How is it not accommodating to fat people? What is it?
Jaylene Cheney made global headlines this weekend after claiming fat people are entitled to extra seats on planes because they're so fat.
That's what it is.
She said all plus-sized passengers should be provided with an extra free seat, or even 2 or 3 seats depending on their size, to accommodate their needs and ensure their comfort during the flight.
Motherfucker, no one told you to get that fucking big. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? This is why, oh my gosh. And we just made a video about the, is it okay to be fat, is obese and shit like that. And like, this is what I be talking about. These motherfuckers want to coddle people's insecurities, and now, like he's saying, they feel entitled, and now they start demanding shit like this. You give an inch, they take a mile. They start putting, bigger models and shit. Okay, cool. But then these other motherfuckers like this one take it too far. Oh yeah, they should give every plus-size passenger, obese, big-ass passenger, an extra seat. What? So you want an airline to cut their own costs to accommodate for you. Because, when you're on the plane, I don't know if some of you may not have ever been on the plane before, That's normal. Some people don't fly. But when you get on a plane, you pay for a seat. You know what I mean? You pay for a seat. That's your ticket. And some people, if you pick a seat, you pay extra for your preferred seat. So if you want an extra seat, not only you're taking bread in 2 ways. You're taking away ticket-wise, and you're taking away a preferred seating place. So bread for the plane. So if I own an airport, if I own an airline, I'm going to want to get as much bread as I can, ethically. You know what I'm saying? Why would I give up bread for your big ass, for your poor decisions in life? Be fucking for real. Shut up.
Well, look, Jamie, you can have your extra seat. You can have 10 extra seats. You've got to pay for them. Why should you be entitled to special treatment? Raising the cost of travel for everybody else because you're obese. Maximum self-entitlement, zero self-accountability.
So you've invited me to speak here, and I'm being heckled nonstop. And I'm just asking for an administrator to tell me what
That's an administrator. What the fuck was happening?
Your racism is showing.
Wait,
Respect black women.
If you want a multiplicity of ideas, you have gotten what you wanted, take it.
What?
Those are students at Stanford University, one of the top universities in the world.
Top liberal.
Where students are so high on the fumes of their own self-importance, they felt entitled to heckle a visiting judge because they didn't like his politics. The scourge of limitless entitlement takes us down avenues of limitless insanity.
I wonder what happened, because like, bro, he can't really tell nothing. He said something, and then the motherfucker's like, can't understand nothing. I don't know what's going on.
It means we have honest jobs we can't fill, but a generation of wastrels who want to be paid for posting photographs of their lunch. It leads to the ludicrous race-baiting idea that every white person should pay compensation to every black person because of the evils of history. It means we give out medals to kids who come last just because they tried. And the parents of those children then demand they're awarded better grades, literally just because they're paid to be there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the cost of living crisis, there's a surfeit of these people who think the world owes them a favour. But fortunately, the rest of us are also entitled to call them out.
Yeah, that's why when people like that cannot get into power, bro, because they're just, oh my gosh, like what you're saying doesn't even make sense, bro. Like, it's just so exhausting even talking about this shit because it's so stupid. You know, obviously you're not in your right mind. You're not in your right mind. Why would you even think this is something that's okay?
Well, joining me now is the Associate Editor of the Daily Mirror, Kevin Maguire, and Talk TV contributor Esther Crackwood. I think,
Esther.
I'm not sure, but I think I might have
before.
started that in my jet-lagged haze, Kevin, with slightly wrong analogy. I think I said the age of entitlement twice. Of course, I was meant to say the age of enlightenment.
Oh, he caught it. Okay.
Has now become the age of entitlement. How's it got like this?
Yeah, I'm not sure it entirely has, though, Piers. I think we make progress because one generation challenges the one ahead of them. That's how it is. Now, they don't always get it right, but I'm with those girls in that school. They challenged the teacher. She lost the classroom. They wanted the teacher to address them in
They're at a
different
girls'
way.
school, Kevin.
But one of them wasn't identified.
Literally, their parents have said, we want to send our little girl to a girls' school, which is called a girls' school.
Yeah,
and then when a teacher has the audacity to call them girls, they go nuts. And the teacher then eventually has to leave.
Piers, they challenge the teacher. The teacher stands on her authority and says, no, I'm doing it my way. If that teacher...
My way? What do you mean my way? That's the way. You're at a girls' school. Good morning, girls. Good morning. What the fuck? If you don't identify as a girl, why the fuck are you there? You know what I'm saying?
Had spoken to them, had a
She said,
dialogue,
hello, girls.
understood it. Look, one of them wasn't identifying as a girl. I just don't
they
see what the big
identify
problem is.
I
genuinely do
in
not
that
see
case,
what the problem is.
If you don't, here's what the problem is. If you don't identify as a girl, don't go to a bloody girls' school. Esther, have I got nuts?
But what if one of them identified as a tree? Would you say
Yes.
hello, I don't know, flora and
that
fauna?
happen?
Well, before I went away, I identified
I went to a girls' school.
identified as a black lesbian, as you know, Esther, and your cackle went around the world.
Don't set her off again.
This is the problem. If anyone can identify as anything they like, then this insanity just goes everywhere.
Oh, of course. But I think the bigger message that's being sent out here is that the children are ruling the classrooms, which should never be the case. And there's no point of them going to school, because part of going to school is learning discipline and respect for authority.
That's probably going to tie into another video that we're going to react to.
How can you possibly bully a teacher into apologizing for calling you a girl?
I'm a great believer in good discipline in schools, but that does
this
not
isn't it.
mean...
Well, no, you're not. You're a great believer in.
No.
You're a great believer in a teacher calling girls girls, and then you think they have the right to launch some kind of protest.
It's how you set the rules and how you then govern that school.
Kevin,
and I think
Kevin, I've known you a long time.
Kids should have a say.
You don't believe this.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You
Look,
don't think a bunch of
Piers,
girls in a girls' school
Piers,
should have the right to drive a teacher out for calling them girls?
No, I'm sorry the teacher is gone, but I don't believe the teachers handled it as well as they
She said,
should
good
have done.
afternoon, girls.
And if it's then challenged and the kids are explaining why they think they shouldn't be
The
addressed that
school
way,
is
you can
literally
accommodate them.
called School for Girls.
I do not see what the problem is. This is not the same as putting...
That's what these people do, bro. They want to change shit and they get mad that you don't accept the bullshit they're trying to change it to. We don't all identify as girls. Bruh, I don't give a fuck, bruh. That's your business, not mine. What extent... Because, look, you can do what you want to do. I think Dave Chappelle said it. What extent do I have to participate in your reality? That's you, not me, right? Why the fuck you think people gonna bend over backwards just to call you something that you're not? No.
Biological man who is a rapist in only a way a man can in a Scottish prison. It's not that case. And what happens?
Sorry, you're getting the clip. I can't do any more of that one. This just drives me too mad. Can we at least agree about free seats for fat flyers, Esther? The idea that the more obese you get, the fatter you become, the more free seats you're entitled to on a plane. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, the lady in the video who was saying it, she was probably the size of the plane that she wanted to fly. Look, the reality is, we've always seen, debates online about whether, if you need a seatbelt extension, you should really buy 2 seats because you're spilling over into the other person's seat.
Yeah.
And airplanes are designed to basically tin you like sardines, right? So the idea that someone else should pay for the fact that she's obese is quite frankly ludicrous.
It is. Damn, that's it. But yeah, man, that's the video. We're in the world. We're definitely in the age of entitlement. People feel like you need to bend over backwards to act how they want you to act. It's stupid as hell, and it's not gonna happen. That's why they will not find success. They will never find success because there's people who is not going for that shit at all. You know what I mean? And the more drastic measures they take to try to get people to comply is gonna be even worse and even worse because there's gonna be people that push back. From people like me that's just talking about this shit to people with bigger platforms that it really ain't going for it, to the regular people that's like, nah, fuck no. And you gonna make me? How you gonna make me? Let me see you try. You dig what I'm saying? So, I ain't going for that shit at all. But let me know what you think in the comments down below about this cuckoo world that we're in. This cuckoo caca land. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Yum.